the host of Aaron's Hour, Aaron Phillips.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Aaron's Hour, coming to you live-ish from Virginia Beach. Welcome. It's a beautiful Saturday here in Virginia Beach. You know what? Every day is beautiful when your face is looking back at you in the mirror. I am Aaron Phillips, host of Aaron's Hour from coast to coast, because if my name wasn't Aaron's Hour, then the name you see behind me on the wall just really would make a whole lot of sense. But as always, you can see I'm not alone here in studio. I have some good friends of mine here, Sarah Carlson and her buddy, and he's actually one of the head honcho, like customer service people. Mr. Ronald Bernard is here from Pinky's Junk Removal. Of course, you couldn't tell by their colors what the name of the company was, right? Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning, Aaron. How's it going?
I'm doing all right. Welcome to the show today. We're going to get to talking about all sorts of junk removal and why that's important for the community and all that good stuff. But first, as always, before we get started with these guys, let's give a shout out and a good morning to my friend John out in Vegas. Good morning, Mr. JPEG. How are you, sir? Yeah, right. Exactly. Nice try there. Turn that volume up, my friend. So WrestleMania 42 is
yeah, there's a whole bunch of weird-looking people running all over town, but they're gone now.
That's right. Last weekend was WrestleMania 42. Over 100,000 people were at Allegiant Stadium, plus a whole week.
I thought it was a cosplay convention myself.
You know, you wouldn't doubt it if you could subtitle WrestleMania 42 as cosplay, given how many people dress up as wrestlers, right?
Yeah. Yep.
What's going on in Vegas since we last chatted, my friend?
I don't know, man. I never get out of the damn studio, so what the hell am I supposed to know?
Well, that's true. Well, you know, you do have the internet. You can read stories online, you know.
Oh, okay. So when I don't get your show edited in time,
no, we got it. Let's
now know why.
Let's get the voice of 757 taken care of.
I'm sorry, say again.
I said, I want to make sure you get the voice of 757 taken care of, which, by the way, airs every Saturday, 12:30 to 1 p.m. locally on Cox Cable Channel 4, courtesy of Sky 4. It's called a cheap plug. All right, say goodbye, John.
It really surprises the heck out of me. I mean, the whole reason that you're there in Virginia Beach is you're supposed to be in the witness protection program, and here you're going on TV. Now, you got to figure out.
Well, that's because I'm registered in the WITSEC program as Phil Cohen. That's why.
That's it. Okay.
Say goodbye, John.
Goodbye, John.
All right, there you go. By the way, thank you for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook, you know you got three options there. Of course, WWDBTV, Aaron's Hour, The Voice. You got WWDBTV. Same three channels over on YouTube. And every Saturday, 1 p.m., DBTV.TV. Courtesy of David Bruner, for all of his clients like yours truly that have shows like this. He actually puts us on the air on Sundays on his network. So you can watch us on 7 different platforms instead of just the 6 live ones. All right, with that, without further ado, it is time now for Vegas Unwrapped 2.0.
With a nod to the past and an eye to the future, here is Aaron Phillips with Vegas Unwrapped 2.0.
As always, this is the part of the show where I like to go over some stuff that's been going on across the country. Let's start off locally, as where I always like to, and that is talking about some winners in the casinos. You know, Vegas isn't the only place that's got casinos that's got winners. Of course, we always talk about here lotteries. You know, we got the rip-offs, the scratch-offs, all that. So, you know, Vegas, they don't allow that.
Oh, I didn't know.
The casinos have such a stronghold. They want every dollar going into the casino, which is unfortunate because if they had the lottery like we have here in Virginia now, did you know that revenue that comes in from the lottery goes to K-12 education?
Yeah, it's supposed to go to the public schools.
That's correct. Over $900 million thus far over the last 12 months has gone in. So again, I tip my cap off to the Commonwealth here. And that is something that the state of Nevada should really do as well. If the casinos, see, that shows you how strong the casinos are with their lobbyists. But anyway, blackjack player wins over $512,000 right here at the Rivers Casino in Portsmouth.
Oh, wow.
Portsmouth resident, of course, recently won this amount playing blackjack and got a royal flush in diamonds on March 28th, a couple of weeks ago. Since January, the casino itself, the Rivers Casino, has awarded hundreds of substantial prizes. Check this out. 409 guests of Rivers Casino have earned jackpots of over $10,000 or more. 68 guests have earned jackpots of $20,000 or more. 15 guests, $50,000. 4 lucky guests have earned jackpots totaling more than $100,000. And last summer, a Virginia Beach woman struck it big with a royal flush and diamonds playing blackjack. At the time, was a record jackpot of $483,000. So Rivers Casino is really giving back to the community. Well, people are getting lucky. That's okay. We'll take it. All right. Very good. And another piece of news story. John, if you could put that picture up I sent you, I would appreciate. Public art installation in Virginia Beach celebrates Kempsville. There you go. City leaders and community members gathered last week to dedicate Harbor of Stories. This structure you're seeing there in the picture is 16 feet tall. It's a steel sailboat sculpture installed at the intersection of Witch Duck and Princess Anne Road and Kempsville Road, which is actually about a mile from my house where that structure is. The structure features dozens of glass panels that reflect the history of Kempsville, which once served as a port during the Revolutionary War and was the site of one of the conflict's early skirmishes. I love that word, known as the Battle of Kempsville. One of the first shots in the Revolutionary War took place right there. The project was a collaborative effort involving Washington Glass Studio based in Mount Rainier, Maryland, along with the Virginia Beach Parks and Recs, Virginia Beach Cultural Affairs, and the Historic Kempsville Citizen Action Committee. And as part of the design process, the city hosted workshops inviting local residents to help create some of the glass panels, incorporating community input directly into that piece of artwork there. So that's pretty interesting there. John, that's a mini thing. That's a mini sculpture of the pyramid there in Las Vegas. So you see how that works out? All right. Turning our attention to some news in Las Vegas. Have you guys ever been to Las Vegas? Never.
Oh, yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
When was the last time you were there?
2022.
Oh, not too long ago.
Yeah.
What did you go for? Weekend, vacation, a week? What'd you do?
I flew out there with the kids, met up with my husband, traveled to Death Valley,
Right on.
Yeah, went all over the place.
No gambling?
Oh,
Probably
yeah,
not with
absolutely.
I was gonna say.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say with the kids though can
No.
make it a little tough.
No, they loved it.
But you said something. You went to Death Valley, which is great because what a lot of people don't realize about Vegas, there's so much to do there that has nothing to do with gambling.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, obviously the adults love to go for the gambling, the food, and the attractions, but you've got all Mother Nature. You got skiing out there in the wintertime. You've got
Yes.
Death Valley. You got Mount Charleston. You've got Lake Mead. If it doesn't dry up and dissipate, that's true too. But you should go out there, dude.
Okay.
You got to go out there. Take the significant other. Go on your own. Don't matter.
Yeah.
Just go have a good time. Many people go there and never come back. So take that for what it's worth. All right. Many LA businesses tend to open up branches in Vegas because of the tourism, although tourism over the last year or so in Vegas, because of all the costs associated with travel, the tariffs, gas, all that stuff. Some tourism numbers are still down, but I'll still take 35 million visitors a year. I mean, Virginia Beach someday, last year, I think we had 4 million. Which it's a lot for here, right? So, but the Hat announces grand opening of its first Las Vegas location. You would think it may be a haberdashery when you say the Hat, right? But oh, nay, it is not actually. It is a pastrami chain, an LA pastrami chain. The Hat officially announced the opening date for its Las Vegas location. It will open on May 6th. In the southwest part of the Las Vegas Valley at 6215 Rainbow Boulevard. The store will open from at 10 a.m. every day to 1 a.m. So you got a lot of time to go get some pastrami. The new shop, located roughly 8 miles from the Strip, will be the Hat's first restaurant outside of Southern Cali, joining other popular chains to expand in Vegas, such as In-N-Out, Randy's Donuts, and Silver Lake Ramen. There you have that, huh? All right. When you went to Vegas, did you take in any of the clubs and nightclubs and bars and all that stuff? You really couldn't do that with the kids. Yeah, I know. I thought I'd ask anyway because it was a segue to my next story.
Okay.
So Vegas tends to do a lot of theme-related stuff, of course, as you know. You know, they have the Mob Museum there now, which used to be in the old post office and courthouse there in Las Vegas. Well, how about this one? Would you ever go to something that is a serial killer themed speakeasy in Las Vegas as a nightclub bar to go enjoy?
Yes.
Would you ever? You would?
Yeah.
You would?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, there you have it. That's why they're doing it, because
Okay.
people like you
Yeah.
will go check it out. That's why.
I would do it.
So the city is opening up the serial killer speakeasy, which is bringing true crime into the nightlife scene, turning some of history's most infamous cases into an immersive cocktail experience. Do,
Interesting.
do, do.
They're gonna make some killer drinks.
They are.
Oh, you can come back anytime, dude. That was very good. That was very good. That's a bad dad joke for Kiwanis Connects waiting to happen right there.
Absolutely.
Guests can expect dramatic lighting, storytelling elements, and cocktails inspired by notorious figures, with each drink tied into the overall theme. So the location is going to be down on 3rd Street, 814 South 3rd Street. This is just a pop-up, May 29th and 30th, so it's coming up in about a month. Tickets start around $40 to $55 a person. Obviously, you must be 21 and older with a valid ID. Tickets, reservations are required, so you must check out the Serial Killer Speakeasy online to check out your tickets. What other good things? While immersive pop-ups are nothing new, the theme is prompting mixed reactions, which you could probably guess.
Sure.
People think it's a little over the top. True crime remains one of the most consumed genres in entertainment, but turning real-life cases into nightlife experiences leaves many questioning the logic behind this. But here's the bottom line. It's only for 2 days, and people will go check it out. Why? Because it's Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world. All right. One more piece of news I want to get into, and it's actually a survey. How many hours of sleep do you guys get, or try to get, or hope to get? How many hours do you
7.
need? All right, 7?
I probably get 5 to 6.
5 to 6, and then you feel rested and all that, or is that's just all that you get and you move on with your day when you wake
I
up?
shoot for 7. I don't
Okay.
get 7.
Do you tend to fall asleep easily? Do you sleep right through?
I tend to fall asleep.
You sleep okay easily? How about you?
I don't sleep right through. But
Yes,
I fall
I-
asleep
You
easy.
fall asleep easily, but it's rocky throughout the night. All right, gotcha. Same? Okay. Well, if you need a break to catch up on shut eye, here are the best U.S. cities for restful sleep. And I'm going to give you the top 5. This was a survey done. The National Sleep Foundation's 2025 Sleep in America poll found the following. 6 in every 10 U.S. adults do not get enough sleep.
Mhm.
Nearly 4 in 10 have trouble falling asleep at least 3 nights a week, and almost half struggle to stay asleep that often. The same poll also found that 3 out of 4 adults believe good quality rest has a positive effect on how well they are doing in life overall. So a sleep trip no longer sounds niche, right?
I got you.
For this list, this list I'm about to read, the cleanest city level framework comes from Forbes Health. Forbes Health did this, which compared 15 metrics across 41 large American cities and categories, including access to nature, neighborhood cleanliness, social conditions, air quality, and noise and light pollution. Okay. Now, that does not mean that every block in the cities I'm going to share with you are perfectly quiet and the room is perfect, but it does suggest that the broader setting in these places may feel less draining from the moment you check in.
Okay.
Love it.
Cool.
I'm going to start from number 5 and work my way up because I think the list may surprise you. Number 5, Buffalo, New York.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Buffalo rounded out the top 5. Its strengths are quietly perceptive. The ranking said it led the group in parks per 100,000 residents, also scored highest for satisfaction with garbage disposal,
All right.
which sounds like a small civic detail until you remember how much clean, well-kept surroundings shape the emotional tone of a trip. So number 5 is Buffalo.
Go Bills.
And we say, yeah, that's right.
Yes,
Wide right.
Yes, go Bills.
Scott Norwood, wide right. My Giants were the benefactor of that. Number 4 on the list may surprise you. Not really. Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Very own Richmond. Richmond finished 4th in the ranking. The case for it is a little less obvious until you think about what actually makes a city tiring. The study credited Richmond with strong walkability and bikeability, plus one of the better traffic scores in the group, meaning traffic and congestion was relatively low. That may not sound romantic, but anyone who has tried to relax in a place full of constant noise, friction, and stressful movement knows how important those details are. And of course, the biggest park system up there is James River Park at 600 acres. That's number 4. Number 3, this may surprise you. Minneapolis, Minnesota was number 3. Yep, the ranking highlighted the city's strong bikeability, its large bike share network, one of the lowest unemployment rates in the group of 15 local cities that they did this. Those are not glamorous vacation details, but they often shape how a place feels at street level. Okay, like don't compare this to New York City street level. A city that functions well for everyday life usually feels calmer to visit too. Number 2, the home of clam chowder. Boston, Massachusetts, ranked number 2 on this list. All right. It's the strongest sleep-friendly argument is not silence as much as it is balance. The ranking highlighted the city's exercise access, noting that Boston tied for the highest share of residents living within a 10-minute walk of a park and also had the most gyms per 100,000 people in the group. That matters because a place that makes movement easy often helps the body settle more naturally later in the day. And when you don't win world championships playing baseball all that often, there's less pressure too, unlike us Yankee fans.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
All right.
Yes.
That's right.
Number 1 on the list. Drum roll, please. Don't hit the table. John will yell at us.
We both-
Yes, you can clap. Absolutely. Number 1, ladies and gentlemen, the city that we currently reside in, Virginia Beach, Virginia, is number 1 on the list. So Virginia Beach took the top spot in the Forbes Health ranking. The study credited the city with top marks for cleanliness and air quality, while also highlighting its low poverty rate, low crime rates. Well, maybe at the time they did this poll, not when you hear what's going on lately. And the lowest noise and light pollution levels in the group. For travelers who want a place that feels gentler before the vacation even properly begins, that is a strong combination. Once you arrive, the setting makes the case even more clearly. The Virginia Beach Boardwalk stretches from 2nd to 40th Street. So you got 38, 39 blocks, giving the city an easy rhythm of walks, pauses, and casual meals by the water. When you want a quieter side of the destination, Back Bay National Wildlife Refuge adds a very different mood with dunes, marshes, trails, shoreline that feel more restorative than performative. So Virginia Beach, baby, number 1 for your best sleeping. Especially since curfew's at 9:30, you have no choice but to sleep early. All right. That does it for Vegas Wrap 2.0. When we come back on the other side of the break, it's time to get started to learn about what Pinky's junk removal is really all about besides bright colors. Hey, you're watching Aaron's Hour. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Men, are you disappointing your partner in the bedroom? Let's cut to the chase. Are you suffering from erectile dysfunction? 50% of men between the ages of 40 to 70 experience some form of ED. If you are experiencing ED, there is help without pills or needles to even worry about. Coastal 757 Aesthetics has new technology for men called Apex RF. Apex RF is a modern, non-invasive treatment that uses radio frequency to strengthen tissue from the inside out, resulting in better blood flow to the penis and a happier life partner. Call Coastal 757 Aesthetics at 757-481-4036 for a free consultation. That's 757-481-4036. Coastal 757 Aesthetics. Care for all phases of life.
Honey, it's that time again.
Time again for what?
It's the Chesapeake Kiwanis Annual Shrimp Fest and Barbecue to kick off the Jubilee celebration.
Oh, yeah. I remember that from last year. They raised money to donate back to the local community.
That's right. It's on May 14th from 4:30 to 7:30 at the Chesapeake City Park.
Advance tickets are $45 each through May 13th.
To purchase tickets, go to ChesapeakeKiwanis.org.
If you would like to be a sponsor for the event, call Fred Woodall at 757-469-4945.
It's time to get your shrimp bib out and celebrate Chesapeake.
Hi, welcome back. Don't mind us. We're just chatting during the commercial break. All right, before we get started, I have a message from my friends at Elite Financial Service. If you're serious about building wealth, protecting your money, and scaling your business, you need strategy, not just a tax preparer. Laurel Brushingham, CEO of Elite Financial Services, LLC, and her team love to help individuals and entrepreneurs build financially elite lifestyles. They specialize in personal and corporate taxes, including S-Corps and C-Corps, strategic tax planning, bookkeeping, credit repair, business credit building, proper business structuring, and securing real business funding. And for those ready to step into the industry, they teach taxes and provide professional tax software nationwide. To meet with Elite, call 757-717-2411 at Elite Financial Services. We don't just file taxes, we build financial power. All right. Thank you, Elite. Thank you to all of our sponsors for making this show possible. All right. As I said earlier, with me, Sarah Carlson to my left, and you go by Ron or Ronald?
Ronald is fine.
Ronald? All right. Ronald Bernard Jr. means there's a senior somewhere running around. They are both here from Pinky's Junk Removal. Sarah is the business development manager. Ronald, what is your official title?
I run around like a chicken with his head cut off.
There you go. There you go.
That's the whole title.
That's the whole. I can see your business card's about this big, right? Welcome to the show, guys. Sarah and I met a few months ago. It seems like we've known each other forever at this point through networking and the chamber and Kiwanis and all that stuff. And Ronald's first opportunity I have to sit with you, but I've heard nothing but good stuff about you as Sarah and I were planning this interview. So, all right, let's talk about first and foremost, just if you would, and I'll throw it up to you, whoever wants to talk about it. Describe Pinky's Junk Removal in 30 seconds or less.
Pinky's Junk Removal Service is a community-based, having fun, getting rid of the unwanted items. We're one call away to making your life better.
Or at least roomier.
Oh, yeah. We're giving you more room in that garage to fit that car in, or that bike, or that motorcycle, whatever you like.
Or just to walk through and not get killed.
Yeah, that too. That
like
too.
My house.
And we're all about taking care of the people. Like, we're not here to, price gouge people and overcharge anybody for anything.
Okay.
We understand that you do have to charge. We do have to charge
Sure.
for a service, but we want to make sure that people understand that we're doing it to help you. We're not charging you this because it's just an astronomical number.
Okay, that's fair. Not just to line the pockets.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sarah, how long has the company been out there?
Close to a year.
Okay.
About 11 months.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're getting ready to celebrate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Getting ready
absolutely.
to celebrate.
Absolutely.
Corporate office is based where?
So we're not corporate at all.
Right.
We
We're,
are-
okay, but the
Yeah,
home
yeah.
office, where people like take direction from.
Yeah. Norfolk. It's in
Norfolk.
It's in Norfolk, so
Yeah.
it is local.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're local.
So what do you like? So the company's been around for about a year. How did it get started? Did the owner just wake up one morning and said, "All right, time to clean the garage, and now I need somebody to schlep this stuff out of here. Who am I going to call? Wait, let me call me. I'll do it." No.
Yeah,
So how did
well-
this whole thing come about a year ago?
Well, the owner, David Wise, he was in a corporate junk removal industry, and
Oh, okay.
it just wasn't working out for him.
Okay.
So he took some time, reevaluated, came back, and then came out with this. And
Okay.
then, he started building a team. So
Okay.
Jason Weaver is one of the top guys. Then they added me. We
Okay.
got two other guys that are rock stars, Tristan and Reggie. And then we brought Sarah along, and she's been rocking out and getting our names everywhere. So
Oh, I know that. I see her all over this town and all the networking events. We cross paths all over the place.
yeah.
Matter
her
of fact, we
calendar is
crossed
crazy.
paths earlier this week at the chamber event
Yeah.
down in Chesapeake. So, yeah. So he filled a need
Yeah, absolutely.
in terms of the local area, right? Now,
Yeah.
as a new entity going out there and trying to build business, are you looking residential? You looking commercial? A little bit of everything. Wherever there's junk, you want it. Talk about what you're doing to build the business.
Wherever there's junk, we want it. First of all,
Absolutely.
commercial and residential.
Okay.
We're looking to serve all of Hampton Roads.
Okay.
How can we help? You want one refrigerator, one couch removed, or an entire unit clean out? We'll do
Okay.
storage units. We do work with property managers, real
Absolutely.
estate agents if they need a quick turnaround.
Okay.
We'll go in as soon as we can. A lot of times we can offer same day, if not next day,
Okay.
to go in, clean it out, and we clean up on our way out as well.
I got to imagine your busiest days are probably weekends. The fact that you got away from work to be here on a Saturday tells me either there's great people out there filling in while you're doing this,
Absolutely.
but I got to imagine, especially from the residential side,
Yeah.
weekends are probably the busiest for you guys in scheduling
Yeah,
removals.
going from like Thursday to Saturday. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and especially if the weather's nice, when people get outside and they start
Spring cleaning.
looking in the
garage
garages,
sales.
Yeah,
For the side of their shed,
Yes.
inside
Right.
their shed, we'll come haul it away.
I did print off, and we'll get through this as the interview goes about because I want my viewers really anywhere, whether they're locally or of course this show is picked up anywhere, because there's going to be junk removal companies in other parts of the country, in
Yeah.
other parts of the world. There are things that are okay to pick up.
Yeah,
There are
absolutely.
things not so good to pick up,
Absolutely.
both commercially and residential. We'll go over some of the stuff and give the website while I'm thinking about it, please. Let people know where they can go for the website.
Pinky'sJunkRemoval.com.
Real difficult.
Yeah.
Pinkies,
Pinkies.
no apostrophe in there.
Nope.
But yeah, you have all that information. You can even book right online too, right?
Absolutely.
So how
Or you
many
can
trucks
call
are in
us.
service? How many trucks are in service?
We have 3 right now.
3 right now. And how many guys per or gals? I shouldn't presume of them.
Oh,
All the
5.
schleppers.
Right now it's guys.
Yes,
Okay.
Yep. But
Yeah, it's 5 of us.
Okay.
Yep.
On 3 trucks.
Yes,
3
sir.
trucks, and we're getting ready to play another one. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So you guys get a lot of repeat business from the same people? Because I can imagine once a
Yes.
house is cleaned out, though, they're pretty much done. But
Well, no, not necessarily.
Okay,
'cause,
talk
like,
about that.
In situations where we deal with real estate agents, they're
so from a commercial
Yeah, from
standpoint,
from
that makes sense.
standpoint, but even the residential. So like, what we would, some people would consider this commercial, but we consider it residential. So like people who own a lot of properties.
Okay.
So we go to different properties, even though most people would look at them as an agent or some sort. We look at them as a regular everyday
Okay,
client,
gotcha.
but they just own a lot of properties.
Okay.
So going to them, we get a lot of repeat business from them, and then they consistently tell their family members about us. So we end up getting into more houses.
So you got the referral business that way.
Absolutely,
That makes
absolutely,
sense. That
yeah.
makes so right now, would you say the majority of Pinky's business is residential or commercial?
I would say like 75% residential, 25% commercial. Right
Okay.
now. Yeah.
Okay.
The one good thing about us, like with the repeat customers, is we might go in and clear a couple things out,
Mhm.
and then they realize that they want more taken away. So
Correct,
they call us back, and
Okay.
we don't charge to come out.
So they would pay for the first
Yeah.
call, and then they say, "Oh, wait a minute! 3 weeks later, I found some more
Yeah.
garbage." You don't charge for that
And
return?
they would
Oh, no,
pay.
no, no.
They would pay the same fee whether they filled up the truck on day one or over.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
because like you start off when you go into most people's houses, most people start off on the outside or they start on the inside. So you're either in their attic or you're in their shed or their garage.
Gotcha.
So once you clear that space out, then they go into another space of their house because now there's nothing in the garage anymore. So now you're going into the shed and you're like, man, I should have got them to take this stuff, but
Gotcha.
I didn't. So I end up calling them back. You know? what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah. So it's like a domino effect.
Yeah,
Once they start in
absolutely.
one area, then
Absolutely.
they can take all the crap that they thought they had over here, move into the space you just. Oh wait, I got more stuff over here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, I got
it's
it.
a chain reaction because once you start, adjusting your life and doing
Right.
things is like making stuff organized. You don't want one half of the house to be organized and
Right.
the other half to look crazy, right?
I usually just call that moving cross country. I cleaned out stuff every time I
Yes,
moved
me
Yeah.
too.
because stuff we sold, we got rid of coming from Vegas to here. It's like I got rid of half my life selling in a garage stuff because I didn't need to bring it.
Yep.
And then when I unpacked stuff here, I found a lot of stuff I brought from Vegas I didn't need. And I
Exactly.
didn't know you guys 2 years
Exactly,
ago. So
Oh, good.
what's been the biggest challenge for you building this business as it's a new business? As you said, everybody's got junk.
Yeah.
All right. But building the business and getting out there, what's been some of the challenges for you?
For me as the business development manager, I would say I meet with hundreds of people a week.
Okay.
Most people don't need junk removal today. So I can't hey, you might need junk removal a month from now, a year
Mhm.
from now, 2 years from now,
Mhm.
probably sooner than that.
Sure.
But it's not today. It's
Right.
not instant. So getting our name out there
Keeping
is
it out there.
keeping it out there.
But it sounds like exactly what I tell potential advertisers in my business. We may not need you today, but when I do, hey, I heard you on that guy Aaron's
Yeah.
show
Yeah.
about some removal stuff.
Think of our
Right.
pink.
There you go. And
Sure.
so how did he come? I want to know how he came up with Pinkies as a name and the color is just because it's different, the bright colors.
Yeah.
I mean,
got you.
is that pretty much how they
Well,
came
no,
up with
so
it?
Pinky's used to be a pro wash. It's
Oh.
a pro wash business that's based out of
Okay.
Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a franchise there. So that's what we originally were. So we did
Gotcha.
pressure washing first, and that just wasn't the game that we wanted to stay in. So
Okay.
eventually we got back into the junk removal world and just wanted to keep the name and the brand. And there's no other bright pink truck driving around in the Hampton Roads
flamingos.
with
Right on.
flamingos and
Yeah.
bright smiles and
See, the
you know,
flamingo
you're not gonna
part
see
makes
it.
sense coming from Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Came
get now
from
I get that
Miami.
connection.
Yeah.
Came from Miami.
See,
And
I'm going to
David
date
wa-
myself by saying Pinky Tuscadero from Happy Days was a character. Maybe
Oh,
that's
yeah.
where. So, anyway.
It was.
Remember the
Yeah.
Fonzie
Fonzie,
sort of
Yes, I
like
do.
kind of
Yeah,
girlfriend
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
So
yeah.
anyway, you were going to make a point before I cut you off with Pinky Tuscadero.
Oh no, no. David was.
Yes.
He was very well versed in junk removal in the Hampton Roads, and he wanted to take a unique approach and make
Gotcha.
it more fun,
Yep.
make junk removal fun,
Yep.
give people a
community-based.
really great experience
Okay.
without the corporate structure and
So-
fees.
So how? Okay, so you pull up to my house.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
How do you make it fun?
So I'm not just gonna pull up to your house and be like, "Hey, hi, my name is Ronald.
Right.
Here's your junk."
Where's your junk? Show me your junk. Well, in
Right.
Vegas, asking for junk is a whole different story. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
let's be careful.
So, the whole approach is not to be driven by the job. It's really to get to know our customers, to give you an experience that you want to call us back, not just because we removed your items, it's because you had a good time with us.
Sure.
So, we crack jokes. We have fun with each other as employees. So we're not in there just sweating and looking mean and walking around with your couch and, banging on your walls or anything.
Right.
No, we're not doing anything like that. We're laughing with each other.
Okay.
So you're joining into, we're part.
Are you dancing when you pull up the table? You jiving?
They sing a little bit.
Maybe you might get a
You take
little
requests?
jazz. You might get a little waltz. I don't know. No, but we just try to.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming from the living room, the credenza waltz now, performed by Pinky's Junk Removal.
Right, but we just want customers to understand that when we come into your house, you're letting us in your home. This is someplace where you spend a lot of time. So we're only here for a short period of time, and we want it to be impactful. So when we come in here, we want to let you know, hey, when we're not just removing your couch, we're giving you an experience that you want to call us every time you think of removing anything.
Okay. Yeah. Now it's time for some curveballs.
Okay.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
Okay. I'm going to ask you different questions because I'm not going to ask you both the same question so the other person can think about their answer. Okay. So who wants to go first?
Ladies.
Me.
All right. Who's your favorite actor of all time?
Oh.
TV, movie, whatever.
Denzel Washington.
I get that. We get Denzel an awful
Do you?
lot. Absolutely.
Why?
He's a great actor.
I mean,
Exactly. Exactly.
He's
What's your
just
favorite?
good.
What's your favorite Denzel picture? If he's that good. If you were to rank the top, give me a couple of movies that you really, really like.
There's one where he's on fire.
Man on Fire.
Man on Fire.
Man on Fire.
That's that one.
Okay. That's fair.
Man on
That's
Fire.
fair.
Yeah.
Favorite all-time actress? Female side.
Ooh, that's a tough one. You know what? I do have one. Charlize Theron.
Oh, Charlize Theron.
Yeah,
I love the French accent.
Yeah, I like her because she did Monster.
Yes, that's right.
That man.
That was like a whole. You didn't even know it was her from her other work.
Man, I have no words. She just really did a great job.
Pinky'sJunkRemoval.com, by the way, is the website. Favorite all-time movie, so that when it comes on, you turn your phone off or at least put on silent. Try not to be disturbed. You tell the kids to go take care of business. You grab your favorite snack, your favorite adult beverage, maybe a friend to watch with you. What movie is that for you?
I don't even know the answer to that.
Okay, TV show.
TV
Who
show.
would you binge?
TV show Friends.
Okay, you would binge watch Friends. Okay,
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character on Friends?
Joey.
He's silly.
Matt LeBlanc.
Yep.
Right. Favorite genre of music?
Hip hop and R&B.
Okay. Follow-up question to that, and I'll ask you both. I'll let you think about this one now. So you're driving around town, either in the truck or in your personal car. You come to a red light. Okay. Favorite all-time song comes on the radio. I don't know if you have a good voice, bad voice. If you do karaoke, it don't matter. You just start bebopping to this song, singing. You don't care what anybody's looking in your car going, oh my God, is he okay in there?
Yeah.
What song is that for you?
It's not a hip hop song, sadly. It's Pat Benatar, "Our Love Is a Battlefield."
That's good.
I love it. I love it. How about for you?
Very consistent with Whitney Houston. I want to dance with somebody. Windows down, dancing.
Are you dancing in the
everything.
car?
Yes.
You're not like Elaine Bettis on Seinfeld.
Elaine.
Elaine, no.
Elaine can't dance. She's stuck.
You might get some of that. We don't know.
You might. You're in your car. Who cares?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. All right, John, we're going to go to break. Guys, this is the second break. When we come back, we're going to finish up right to the top of the hour with these guys. We're having some fun. We're going to get into some of the do's and don'ts about things that they will haul, what they won't haul. And I'm going to find out how one of these two, you guys can figure out who was a banker in their previous life and then decided to get into junk removal. You guys can think about that when we come back. You're watching Aaron's Hour. A lot to do. We'll be right back.
Honey, it's that time again.
Time again for what?
It's the Chesapeake Kiwanis Annual Shrimp Fest and Barbecue to kick off the Jubilee celebration.
Oh, yeah. I remember that from last year. They raised money to donate back to the local community.
That's right. It's on May 14th from 4:30 to 7:30 at the Chesapeake City Park.
Advance tickets are $45 each through May 13th.
To purchase tickets, go to ChesapeakeKiwanis.org.
If you would like to be a sponsor for the event, call Fred Woodall at 757-469-4945.
It's time to get your shrimp bib out and celebrate Chesapeake.
Men, are you disappointing your partner in the bedroom? Let's cut to the chase. Are you suffering from erectile dysfunction? 50% of men between the ages of 40 to 70 experience some form of ED. If you are experiencing ED, there is help without pills or needles to even worry about. Coastal 757 Aesthetics has new technology for men called Apex RF. Apex RF is a modern, non-invasive treatment that uses radio frequency to strengthen tissue from the inside out, resulting in better blood flow to the penis and a happier life partner. Call Coastal 757 Aesthetics at 757-481-4036 for a free consultation. That's 757-481-4036. Coastal 757 Aesthetics. Care for all phases of life.
It's not just you're here for 2 years and you're gone. It's you have a community, you have a network.
It doesn't matter where you came from or what you've done in the past. Everybody has the same opportunity here.
The financial resources, the community aspect of it, really important for your first 2 years of college. And you get that at TCC.
You know, we take family real serious here at TCC. We're a community, hence Topwater Community College.
All right, filling in for Aaron Phillips, talking about the next spot for Elite is none other than Sarah. Take it away, Sarah.
If you're serious about building wealth, protecting your money, and scaling your business, you need strategy, not just a tax preparer.
Laurel Brushingham,
CEO of Elite Financial Services, LLC, and her team love to help individuals and entrepreneurs build financially elite lifestyles. They specialize in personal and corporate taxes, including S Corps and C Corps, strategic tax planning, bookkeeping, credit repair.
Bookkeeping. It's only one book, not bookkeeping.
Well, we might need
maybe we have more than one book.
Yeah, see? Business credit building, proper business structuring, and secure real business funding. And for those ready to step into the industry, they teach taxes and provide professional tax software nationwide. To meet with Elite, call 757-717-2411. At Elite Financial Services, we don't just file taxes, we build financial power.
There you go. You may have a future in voiceovers.
Really?
Yeah, you'll have to practice names, though.
Bookkeeping?
Yeah. Just make sure you keep up with your books. Keep up with your books.
So we were having a little fun during the break, and I challenged her to do it, and she had a little trouble with the name. So I figured I would just jump in and do the name. All right. Next go around will be your turn. Well, this will be like an audition for you.
Hey, sure.
All right. Let's talk about some of the do's and don'ts of what you guys will haul away, what you won't haul away. And I think the things that you won't take are pretty obvious.
Yeah.
However, sometimes we got to lead the horses to water. You know what I'm talking about? All right. But let's talk about the home side of things.
Yeah,
all right. Sure. Let's talk about what is good stuff that you are willing and can pick up legally and safely and all that sort of stuff. So let's talk about the first category, furniture and appliances.
So that's anything as far as like couches, stoves, refrigerators, deep freezers, sectionals.
Cars?
No, we can't take cars. No, can't take cars.
No.
Doesn't say down here. Doesn't say no cars. You can't take cars for junk?
No. Well, because we don't have the capacity to haul it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you have to deal with the titles and everything as well. There's a lot that goes into that.
So tell your web designer to put no automobiles.
No automobiles.
No cars.
Well, just like you said, you got to lead them to water. So sometimes that's a given, right? Like you look at our trucks. What we putting this car at?
Just put some string on the back and tie it to the bumper. Come on now.
How far do you think we getting?
And one of the things I do want to highlight with the furniture and appliances is we are partnered with a lot of nonprofits in the area.
Okay.
And our goal at Pinky's is to give back as much as we can. We're partnering with the Hope House, and then just the Samaritan House.
The woman and child battered. I can't ever get that right. I can't never get it right.
But yeah, if we have stuff,
we help out the community as much as we can. So we don't want to just take your items and throw it away.
Sure.
If it still has a life left in it, we can give it to somebody who can see that.
Yeah, because somebody maybe just be buying a new range, even though the old one is working fine.
Exactly.
They just want to upgrade. The old one can be donated.
Correct.
reuse, repurpose, recycle.
So you guys will take it. You'll take it in and then you'll just make arrangements to drop it off.
Yeah, so like we have actual contacts with these people that we mentioned. So like the Hope House, we can literally call them and say, hey, let me send you some pictures of these items. Do you have space for it? Do you think it's a good fit to bring it to you? So we're not just bringing items just because we have a truck full of stuff and want to get rid of it. No, we actually know that these items have a second life.
A resale value or donation value. Sure.
And we want to just give it back to the community.
So I'm going to give you guys a little heads up on some future business. May 2nd, coming up in a couple of weeks. Actually, a week from this Saturday. Actually, a week from today, this Saturday, May 2nd.
Yes.
My community, Bellamy Manor Estates, which is over off of not Wichita, but Princess Anne and like Baxter area over there.
Yeah.
We're having our community yard sale.
Okay.
So you may want to drive around in your car that day through our community and see who's got stuff to donate. And then this way you guys may have instant business for stuff that's already sitting out there. So keep that in mind. All right, there you go. All right, outdoor and yard waste. Talk about that. Like what would consider what's outdoor and yard stuff?
Well, that's like people bagging up their leaves. We take all tools.
Really?
So like
you take the leaves and stuff too?
Yeah. So if they bag it up, and sometimes we've even had to bag them for the customers. You know?
Really?
Yeah. Because some situations, in order to get to where we need to get to, we need to make a pass.
You have to get past.
We need to make a clearance. so we end up having to do landscaping, so to speak.
Yeah.
You had that on the byline. We'll landscape too.
No, but we tell the customer on site.
No, but you know though that's a great service that you do that, especially if you go to a home of someone who's physically not able to do it.
Absolutely.
The elderly or someone who's got back problems and you're there. That's a great additional little perk that you guys offer, which is pretty
it
cool.
is
like vines and trees that come over.
Sure.
I'm tall, so like when we go into most places, I hit my head on 90% of things.
Right.
So
I don't have that problem.
So I have to cut my way into certain ways. So like we
there
always
you go.
keep,
You
like,
see
tree
Ronald's
limbs.
body cut out.
Yeah, absolutely. You can tell I've been here.
Ronald was here.
Right.
That's good. I love that. Now, specialty items, and I'm looking at the list here: hot tubs, swings, above ground pools, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So those are more labor intensive type jobs. So sometimes we do have to cut a hot tub up.
Right.
I've done that several times, and the concept.
And that's just fiberglass anyway.
Well, yes,
for the most part.
Sometimes.
For the most part.
Yeah, sometimes they're built very unique,
right.
But the hot tub, we have to do those with specialty because we don't want to just take it as a whole a lot of places because when we recycle it, they need to break it down. It needs to be broken down to recycle properly.
Gotcha.
So hot tubs, we end up having to cut them down. Sheds, we knock those down if the customer needs to get it removed. It has a new one coming in.
Okay.
We just did Chesapeake's Little League Day Field. They had 2 sheds there, and we just knocked down their sheds. So if you go by there, they have 2 brand new sheds there because we took out the old.
So you do demolition?
Absolutely, absolutely. Sledgehammer is my specialty.
Nice stress reliever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who needs a shed destroyed? I'm coming.
And with all of these things, nobody has to move a thing before we get there.
Not at all.
Really?
You can go into a shed and just be like, okay, take that and that. And if the plan was to take 4 things, and then as we're hauling them out of the shed, and you're like, oh, actually, we'd like to add this and this, we'll give you a quote before we take more stuff out.
So that leads me. That's a great segue into the pricing structure. Okay. How do you price a job? Let's use that scenario that you just talked about. The initial, I call, come on out. I want to clean out my shed. How do you price a job based on?
You can send pictures, and sometimes we'll look at the pictures and be like, okay, we absolutely need to go out there and put our eyes on it. So the guys will go out and be able to give a more realistic
just based
estimate.
on volume. Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah. So volume or weight. Those are 2 things. So like bed load is a variation if we have bricks or pavers or concrete, things of that nature. We can't stack the truck 5 feet high with those items because the truck wouldn't be able to move.
Right.
Controllable driving, we can't do that. So we have to only do about 1.5 feet, maybe like 1 foot high off the bed.
Gotcha.
So, but that allows us to go the full length of the truck, so we can get a lot still for you. It's just for weight purposes, we can only put so much in. 2 tons is the max.
So it's based on weight or volume, but it's not necessarily the number of hours a job would take.
No, now we do have a factor. If there is labor, like we were talking about shed tear downs, we do have a labor charge for tearing the shed down. And we will add that in with the volume. So it could be an all inclusive, but you won't get like an hourly rate
plus labor plus this.
It's just we'll tell you up front. So everything's gonna happen up front. Be like, hey, I can knock this shit. Like some hot tubs, we don't have to cut them. We could just take them as is. We wouldn't charge you labor for that. But if I have to cut it, then that's when we'll discuss.
Because if you don't cut it, the hauling out is part of the regular process of moving the stuff.
Exactly.
So you're not going to find necessarily prices online. Somebody said,
You can. Our prices are, we're transparent. Our prices are online.
Prices are online,
Yeah,
but
you
yet
can
it
see.
sounds like every job though could be priced individually.
It
Really
is.
only
It
if
is.
we have like a labor situation.
Gotcha.
Other
Well-
than that, we don't charge for labor.
Okay.
And the amount of stuff varies, right?
Okay.
So like a quarter of a truck looks different no matter what it is. So like
Okay.
a quarter of a truck could be a sectional setup, or it can be 25 trash bags. So it just depends on what it is.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But it's still a quarter of a truck.
I'm sorry. I looked ahead down to this last bullet point because I only went through here early. I didn't see this last one because I certainly would have asked about a couple of those personally, but that's a whole nother story. We talked about moving and cleanouts before, so we'll skip that one. Electronics. A lot of times there's questions about what electronics can go for one reason or another. So let's talk about electronics and what you call it, what is being called on here is e-waste.
Yeah, we
What
take
classifies that?
Yeah, we take everything.
So there's nothing electronically per se that you wouldn't take.
No.
A generator?
No,
If
we
it's a
take
dead
it.
generator,
Yeah,
you'll
we
take
take
a
it.
generator, gas powered or otherwise.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll take
Okay.
it. Yeah. so-
Grills?
yeah, we'll
Old
take
grills?
No,
Pro-
we don't take the propane.
I was just
tanks.
going to make sure. I was just going to say that.
Now, if it's
propane-
empty, we'll take it for you. But if it has,
Sure.
it's still live, then no, we can't take it.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, but we will take it off the grill for you and place it somewhere properly. We won't
Gotcha.
just like leave it right there. We'll ask you,
No,
hey,
the
what would you
backyard,
like
you
it?
see a propane tank.
Right,
like a
right. And be like,
monument.
yeah, but, hey, they told me they were gonna take the grill and they left the propane tank. Well, we told you couldn't take
Right,
that
right.
front. We wouldn't
Especially
take
if there's
that front.
gas, which makes sense. Which
Yes.
makes sense. All right. So I have to be careful, but I would have asked about that first one,
Yeah.
but things have changed.
Okay.
They will not take your children, so don't ask about children,
We will not take them.
nor will they take any other family members like in-laws, cousins, or siblings that you don't like anymore. So don't worry
Absolutely.
about that. All right. How about work stuff? Let's transition now to work. We're talking offices, storefronts, construction sites, right? Office and retail, desks, chairs, old tech, which kind of goes back to the electronic question that we just talked about, shelving, displays, and beyond.
Yeah, cubicles, anything. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
the partial walls, the fake walls, and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
we'll take
Yeah,
that
we'll
down for you.
Is there anything within a work environment that, well, I guess if I go down to the bottom list, what you won't take. So let's talk about that and we'll go back up. Hazard, this is what they won't take. So if you're Doc Brown looking for 88 pounds of gigawatts of what was the plutonium,
Plutonium.
they ain't taking the plutonium. All right. Hazardous chemicals like lab chemicals, solvents, and toxins. No bueno.
Yep.
Paints and oils.
No.
No paints.
No,
Even
we
if the
can't take-
can is secure and everything, no paints at all.
No, the only way we can take the paint is if it's been dried out with kitty litter. Now we can't take it for you.
Okay.
If you use that method, we can. But if it's wet paint, then we cannot.
Gotcha.
Take it.
So if it's still in there,
Yeah,
gotcha.
because our truck is designed, it's top open.
Okay, so
we're
if it
not
flies
we're
out.
not completely closed in and sealed.
Gotcha.
So because of that, the DOT regulation doesn't allow us to take certain items like
Gotcha. Okay. We talked about propane tanks, batteries.
Yes. Now we can't take batteries because we have a place that we can properly recycle them. So we can't take car
So
batteries.
I was just going to say car
Yeah,
batteries,
yeah,
but I
car
mean, if
batteries.
someone has a haul of dead 9-volt batteries,
we can take those.
you
as
can take
well.
those.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Recycle them.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
recycle them. We have a place that we can
Asbestos materials, including hazardous construction debris. Talk
Yes.
about what that is. I mean, we know what asbestos is, but I got to imagine that's kind of weaning off us
Yeah.
in terms of availability for all the
I don't
older
think we really
construction,
see
right?
that.
No, not
So
at all.
what kind of other hazardous materials that you won't take from?
Well, like if sometimes we have taken or somebody has broken down shed or something for us, and like let's say they didn't do it and move it from that place, so there might be electricity that's still live.
Oh, okay.
So something of that nature. So like if we go to a construction debris area and it's all broken down, we want to make sure that we're safe.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, that
so-
makes sense.
Yeah, that's the main.
You don't want to get zapped.
Exactly.
No.
So that's the main thing. Yeah,
That's bad for the complexion.
Absolutely, absolutely. The same thing with hot tubs. We have to make sure that the
Sure.
electricity is disconnected, the water is drained. There's
Right.
a few areas. We don't just come in. We don't do all those things.
Right.
Yeah, we do the removal.
They have
for
to
sure.
prep it. They have to make sure the
Yeah,
water's
yeah,
out and the electricity is disconnected and all that. Well, that makes total sense.
Absolutely.
All right, we've been running the scroll for the website on the bottom of the screen,
Great.
but if somebody wants information, who are they calling and how are they calling? What's the number?
Okay, so
I didn't mean to trick you guys.
No,
yeah?
there's several numbers.
There's so many.
So what's the
numbers.
best number to call to set up an appointment?
That's the number on the truck.
The number on the
1-800-41 pinkies.
Yeah, that's it.
1-800-40.
41
That's fine. What's your
pinky.
phone number? I don't know. I don't call myself.
I don't
so
call myself.
Yeah.
Right,
no.
Speed dial 3.
No, but I guarantee somebody will answer. I promise that.
Okay, what is it again? 1-800-41
41 pinky.
pinky. No S.
You can add the S on there; it'll still call us.
And the S. Biological waste. No medical stuff, no needles, no syringes.
No, we will take away medical equipment though.
Oh,
like
okay.
if
So
you
like
have
dead
a
MRI machines.
dentist office.
Yeah, dentist. Yeah, the chairs and stuff. We taking those. Yeah.
You can close all dentists as far as I'm concerned.
Man, they're heavy. Those chairs.
I'm not a fan of
We
dentists.
need
I had to have dental work last year and this year. Let's see, I don't even remember when it was. I just me and dentists, even talking about dentists, I'll turn as white as this paper. It's me. Superman had kryptonite.
Yeah.
Talk to me about dentists. Just in your house right now. Anything explosive or radioactive?
Yeah, we can't take that.
Yeah. Nothing.
Nobody's trying to go to the moon, so
I'll have to figure out how to get rid of my TNT. Yeah,
Right.
Pinky struck. Can you see Pinky on the
going to move.
right?
Well, hey, just decorate the rocket in pink.
There you go.
Artemis 3 is planned next year.
That's what they
I
said.
could see a little sticker on the tail of Artemis 3. Pinky's junk removal now available on the moon.
Yeah.
Coming to a moon near you soon. All right, let's go back to junk at work. So those are all, again, this is all on the website, folks. Pinky'sJunkRemoval.com. It's right there on the main page. You can't miss it. Dumpster overflow. When the bin is full and the junk keeps coming. So you would think though somebody would call before it gets to that point. You would think, right?
Sometimes, but sometimes it's not their fault.
Okay.
In certain situations, when we do apartment complexes, the dumpsters, it might be 2 or 3 dumpsters on site, but it's supposed to accommodate 150 to 200 people.
Gotcha.
Or apartments, so to speak,
Mhm.
right? So you imagine 2 to 3 people living in each apartment. That's not going to make sense by the end of the month, right? So then we end up being called to clear out that area, or to at least give them a little more room, so they can add more before the trash comes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Like these companies, like if I know I'm going to have work done in my house, and you have the construction dumpsters put out in front during that time, do you guys do that also? Can you put a truck or a dumpster out that's Pinky's and haul it away later?
No.
We do haul away.
Okay.
That's it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're full service.
But like if you have a dumpster out there and
Okay.
you undershot how many things or start tearing down more and you don't want to pull another
Go to that
dumpster out
overflow.
there, yeah, we can pop out there and we'll haul it out of the house for you. You don't even have to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like we could be manpower too. So like if you don't want to use our truck, but you have the truck, like basically what you said, a canister dumpster on site already,
Right.
we'll load it for you.
Gotcha.
We've done that several times. For
Okay.
customers.
So that would just be a labor.
Yeah. And the reason why we take that on is honestly is because we want to have an opportunity to get your business,
Absolutely.
right? So you, like Sarah just said,
Get
you
your
might
foot
have
in the door.
Yeah, because you might have assessed that you can fill this up, right? But you actually do fill it up.
Right.
And then now what do? Right? You have to wait 3-4 weeks for them to bring you a new one. No, we got a truck right here that's empty and ready to go.
Well, and if you have a brand new driveway, you might not want them to set one of those dumpsters in your new driveway.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They can crack driveways. I've seen them crack driveways. Yeah.
Not
No
the Pinky's
bueno.
truck, not the Pinky's
No, the
truck.
Pinky
Because you're in the
does not.
street. That's why. And
Yeah.
you don't have one of those big things.
Right,
Nice
true.
wheels
And then
for
we always get permission to get in your driveway, but we always make sure we ask permission first. So.
I see. To me, that's one of my pet peeves. People just pull right up into your driveway without asking.
You gotta
the fact
get
that you guys
permission.
ask. All right, Pinky'sJunkRemoval.com. What's that phone number again? 1-800-41-PINKY. Ooh, look at that. See, I listen. All right, I'm going to throw. We only have, believe it or not, we only have about 5 or 6 minutes left. So I'm going to throw some more crazy questions at you as we go. All right. Where do I want to go? Dreamless vacation spot. Where would you like to vacation someday that you haven't been to? Because I know being part of the military, you've probably moved and seen some things, but where would you like to go on vacation?
I want to go to Hawaii.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never?
been.
Never been there?
been to Hawaii.
I should have gone. I should have taken my wife when I lived in Vegas because it's only like 6 hours from there.
Yeah.
Really?
Because you would travel to LA, which is about an hour. And then from there, it's about another 5 hours to fly out. From here, though, considering it's a 5-hour flight just to get to Vegas, then you take 3 hours. You do have it work in your favor with the clock change, but it's a lot of flight time for the East Coast.
It is.
It really is. All right. Favorite meal, starting with appetizer.
Oh man, favorite meal starting with appetizer.
If you do appies, maybe you don't do appies.
I mean, it depends on like if I'm
just give me your favorites. It
I
does
like
not.
I like Chinese food.
Okay.
Yeah, I like.
So
I like
what,
Asian food.
What would you do? Rangoons, or would you do wontons?
I could do the crab ragoon for like an appetizer.
Okay.
I would like to do like the bourbon chicken or the general chicken for like
General Chow's chicken, hot and spicy, huh?
Yeah, hot and spicy. Yeah,
not me.
yeah, I like that. And then fried rice or lo mein.
Okay, I'm a lo mein guy.
Yeah.
House lo mein. Give me all the meat.
So like, I need everything in lo mein. I need it all. I need it all. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. I do. And I like the yum yum sauce from like Sakura Japan has yum yum sauce.
Okay,
I'm a sucker for the yum yum.
Favorite dessert that you would follow that up with?
So if I was eating Chinese food, I would have to get the Chinese donuts to go with that. Because those donuts are crazy good. Yeah, but I love like a good old cheesecake. Like, to be honest with you, like
play just good old fashioned.
Yeah, cheesecake. I mean, I'll take any kind of style cheesecake. I'm
the cheesecake is
cheesecake. Yeah. I will try different styles of it, but
my wife makes homemade cheesecake. Okay. During the holiday season, I tried that. Right. Yeah. Okay. She used to sell them when I used to work for a national payroll company whose name I will not mention. She used to make them for the staff, and they would buy them from her for the holidays. Grand Marnier, she put all sorts of liqueur in there, or just plain, or just sprinkle a little chocolate syrup on there. I think John's even tasted. Oh, we got a couple of minutes left. All right, last couple of quick questions. This will go to both of you, and the answer to this next question will be obvious. If it's not, you're never coming back into the studio.
Fair.
Favorite superhero, Batman or Superman?
Batman.
Man.
Good answer.
Ooh, yeah. What she said.
All right, last question, and then we'll wrap up and get you all out of here to enjoy the rest of your Saturday. When the day comes, this is for both of you, that you're going to be standing at the pearly gates many, many, many years from now, and the maitre d' is there welcoming, ready to welcome you into the pearly gates. What is it you want to hear the maitre d' say to you upon entering? Who wants to go first? He loves deferring to you.
I know.
That
means it's his turn.
Oh, who has seniority?
Well,
me.
Yeah, just get two. That's two, lady and senior.
Okay. What do I want?
What is you want to hear from the maitre d' upon entering into the pearly gates? What's the message you want to hear?
That I was a really good mom.
Okay, really good mom. There you go.
How'd you get here?
Why would they expect you to go elsewhere? Holy cow, made a left at Albuquerque. I don't know.
You made it? All right. Let's hope.
I love it. All right, that does it for today's guys. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Pinky's Junk Removal. Check them out. Pinky'sJunkRemoval.com. Listen, this is good stuff here. So don't haul it yourself. Don't hurt your back. Call these guys. They'll come take care of you. And if you mention you saw them here in Aaron's Hour, they'll probably just give you 2 pats on the back instead of 1. How's that?
Yes, all right. That's right.
With that, everybody, thank you for watching. As always, be kind to everybody. Why? We're all we have. We'll see you next time. By the way, real quickly, I forgot to mention this at 12:30. If you haven't gotten enough of me for the last hour, Channel 4 on Cox Cable, The Voice of 757, where I highlight the best of Hampton Roads. So check it out. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great week. As always, be kind to everybody. Why? We're all we have. We'll see you next time right here on Aaron's Hour. Thank you for watching.